Ready for the 2020 Wayward Primaries. That's right. Tonight, we're going to decide which of our wayward candidates is going to be the wayward candidate to run for the President of the United States of America. All right. You know, Trip, I gotta say, I love this country. I do. You know, dadgummit, I was born here, and I intend to die here real soon.
And I can't wait to watch the light leave your eyes, Nick. It's going to be a real pleasure.
Thank you. Oh, they're going to go right out.
It's great to be here. You know, the Wayward Party has a long and storied history, the Wayward political party tonight that all these candidates are from. We started in the, as you know, the early 1920s as the Polio Party. We were a pro-polio party, Nick, of course.
A very brave, decisive stance for the polio party there. It only really ended when we found out our voters couldn't walk all the way to the poll station. But fuck them.
Fuck them. Certainly they deserved it. I couldn't agree more.
That's right. Then, they made a huge comeback in the 1970s with their very brave belief that both the moon landing and the moon were fake, but Star Wars is real. Trip, like I like to say, that's no moon.
Insert flat earth joke. That's what I wrote down.
That's right. So, as you can see, the Wayward Party has a storied history of bad ideas,
Jackassery,
flim-flammery,
sexual misconduct,
ethical lapses,
and of course, sexual misconduct.
That's right.
Yes.
Gotta emphasize that. Speaking of which, I do want to let you guys know we are getting broadcasted live right now, coast to coast, on America's #1 news source. That's right, Pornhub. Is taking this on tonight.
America's got their pants down and their hopes up to hear what these candidates have to say. It's going to be excellent. I can't wait to get into it.
That's right. People are tuning in all over America, not only to watch strangely arousing incest videos, but also smart political debate.
Yes, and much like a weird and sexually curious little sister, the Wayward Party is a demented incest video of the political sphere. Do you understand what I'm saying?
You know, Trip, that's a tasty analogy.
Yes, I thought so.
All right. So we're going to start off. We've got 4 candidates tonight. Meg Spec Score, why don't you stand up?
Give it up for Meg.
We've got Sam Lynch. Sam. Uh-oh, brave, bold. Smart to debate already. Hitting the lamp with his head. Bright idea. Evan Galper. And Phil Johnson.
Phil Johnson, everybody.
That's right. Give it up for our candidates here.
Generally, the format is we're going to ask him some questions. You'll decide your nominee by applause. These are the important issues, folks, and we're going to get right into it, Nick. I think we should do some candidate introductions. We'll start with Sam. Sam, we're going to ask you to introduce yourself to the people tonight. Tell them why you're running for president. And halfway through your 60-second introduction, the acid that you took 25 minutes ago is starting to kick in. Go ahead, 60 seconds, Sam.
I am running.
Turn it on.
I am running for president because the drugs in this country suck. Every day I'm getting bunk acid, bunk mushrooms, and all these triangles keep flying around everywhere, annoying the shit out of me. And no matter what, none of these triangles have any good acid. But really, I want to run for America because I know how to fix the healthcare problems. Have you guys heard of credit cards?
Sure.
Yes. Yeah, just get some credit cards. I'll get some credit cards. I'll pay for it. Don't worry. I'll figure it out.
Okay. How's this acid affecting you right now? Very good. That's your time, Sam.
All right, very good, Sam. Thank you very much.
Here, Sam. And Oh, you want to do it?
You want to do, Phil? Wait a minute. Hold on.
This, folks, our news network. We're just getting started.
Guys, we're getting teleprompts by the second here.
Phil Johnson is our second candidate.
Hello,
Phil, if you could introduce yourself to the people, tell them why you're running for president, and we just got word that you were dumped.
Oof. And go.
Thanks,
I
guys.
mean, you had to hear it here first. I didn't know before you did. It's okay though. According to the WACAN disability plan, I still have 2 nasals.
All right.
He's getting played off.
Now we're getting played off the stage here. All right, thank you, Phil Johnson. All right. Low-key presidency. Maybe it's about time. Up next, we've got Meg's spec score. And Meg, we'd love to hear all about you and why you want to run for presidency. But I'm afraid that tequila hangover is just starting to kick in.
So I gotta tell you, I'm running. My mouth is really dry. I'm running for president because I figure it really can't get any worse, right? I mean, the presidency, but also this, right? This can't get any worse, right? I feel like I'm gonna shrivel up on the ground, and my head is just going to melt into molten, explosive confetti of pain. Oh my gosh. Oh, why are you spinning in circles right now? This is not that kind of revival. I want to be president because nowhere in this country can you get free French toast sticks. Why? This is my main agenda right now. I can't think of anything else for some reason. And my leg fell asleep. Is that normal?
It is She's going down. She's going down. All right. And the last candidate, Mr. Evan Galpert. If you could introduce yourself, but I'm afraid partway through your introduction, this is embarrassing, you're going to spot in the audience the man that killed your father.
Bruce!
And go.
My fellow Americans, and one other person, I am here to let you all know that I am going to fight for every single one of you. Everybody else over there, particularly maybe some of you, not you, motherfuckers, you know what you did. Anyway, I have a story that I like to share while I'm out here on the campaign trail. Healthcare is very important to me, as you know. I lost my father to a doctor who was negligent. And I will not let that stand. Here or anywhere else. You hold this.
Yes.
You
Yes.
get the fuck out.
Get. This has gotten hostile way faster than we expected, but that was excellent.
Talk about a president who can
Sorry, I've got my cool. I've got my cool.
I'm afraid that's
Got
your
my
time.
cool. Thank you.
Thank you, Evan.
All right, beautifully done there.
We're going to take it into the first round. We're going to divide it up into two. Sam and Meg are going to be our first candidates to square off. So if you guys can take Evan and Phil, take a quick seat. Sam and Meg will be the first round of candidates. And the first question for our presidential candidates here is, of course, being politicians and very slimy, you have a litany of scandals. We've selected a few of them from your laundry list of scandals. And we're going to confront you with them, and you're going to have to explain yourself. You have 60 seconds without apologizing, because you never apologize.
I will apologize.
Okay?
I'm sorry, did I interrupt?
You absolutely didn't. Meg, please. We found your internet browser history, and oh my God. 60 seconds.
I mean, who doesn't watch 500 cat memes a day? Am I right? It's 2020. What else are we doing with our lives? Sure, some of them are unsavory, but it's not
Absolutely, yes.
yeah, but
And we're unsavory, yes.
But one thing leads to another. You click on it. You know what? I did it for charity. If I reached 1,000 cat memes, then they would donate to the Save the Koalas Fund. I did it for charity. I did it to save your mother's life. That was
Syphilis.
I won't even explain how that happened. It's top secret, confidential, presidential matter. But honestly, 500 cat videos. I mean, give or take, that's kind of the average for a millennial.
We got 4,500 actually.
Yes, it was worse than that. But an excellent explanation. Thank you, Meg. We appreciate it.
Woo! Well, we're about to go from meow to bow wow. Sam Lynch, hold on down. And
here. I'm already here.
Oh, you're here. I'm sorry. The perspective is off. Well,
You're moving quite well.
Sam Lynch unfortunately got busted and it went viral on YouTube. eating a dog. Explain yourself.
Without apologizing, as a reminder, please.
You know, in this country, we're too selective about the animals we eat. All animals basically taste the same. They're made out of blood and flesh, and they all taste delicious. When you were doing a hard workout at the gym and you need some protein and you see a stray dog, what else are you gonna do besides strangle it, guys? I'm sorry. And then build a fire on the side of the road, stick a stick through it, and through that, what do we call that? Rotisserie a dog. It's my favorite way to eat dogs. Rotisserie a dog. But tail's the best part, let me tell you guys. Not a lot of meat, but it's kind of like caviar, if you can imagine that.
Thank you, Sam. I couldn't stop paying attention.
It was incredible.
Stop paying attention.
For our next and final question for these candidates, education, folks, is such an important issue in this country. Meg Speckscore, would you please, in 30 seconds, describe a stupid child that you have met? This is the education question. Go ahead.
I was a very stupid child. I mean, let me tell you, when I was young, I thought a hashtag was a price on drugs. I thought when you had sex, you just kind of rub your bodies together a little bit. Still kind of true. I thought that love handles were called glove handles because you put gloves on your hands and then you put your hands on your hips. There was no.
That is kind of still true.
Still kind of true.
We're looking at 30 seconds here, Meg. Thank you very much. And God bless you. God bless you.
Absolutely.
Yes. All right, hold on. And then next, of course, we've got Sam. And your question, you've got 30 seconds. Boy, I tell you, Trip.
Yes.
Our environment is our most precious resource.
I couldn't agree more.
Sam, I want you to tell me what animal you're looking forward to going extinct and why. 30 seconds.
The human animal. We've been on this planet for far too long. We're all assholes and we know it. We've all done shitty things today. We all cut each other off. We all flipped each other off. We've all done some shitty things.
Hey, that was you?
Yeah, so well, it was mostly me, but you know, we're all related. So at the end of the day, we're all just a bunch of like shitbags walking around with dumb brains.
Thank you, Sam. An eloquent answer.
Kill them all. They gotta love the kill them all platform.
Before we do a little vote and decide who will move on, we're going to send it down to our senior political analyst, Ryan Lawless. Ryan, what are you seeing down there? What are you hearing?
Well, there's a lot of old people here, guys. I don't know if you guys understand. These people look really old to me, guys. Sam, I gotta say, drugs and healthcare, that sounds great. Nick, Trip, you know, Phil, don't be hard on yourself. I pretty much don't think it will be in there. Meg, your style is just so yourself, and I feel like, you know, you're gonna go a long ways with your French state of mind. Evan, you know, is that the Hulk? That kind of reminded me of the Hulk. I don't know if anyone, I don't want to vote for the Hulk. Anyways, next is going to be the Phil.
Whoa, hold on, you're getting ahead of yourself there, Lawless.
Oh, sorry.
First, ladies and gentlemen, we need to vote.
Oh.
We need an audience vote here.
Oh, shit.
So, clap if you think that Meg deserves to be the next candidate. Very good. Even borderline extended. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please clap if you want Sam Lynch to be your next candidate. All right, let's put it in the computer there, Trip.
I think you farted out. But I believe Meg was our winner of that round. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Meg. We're going to bring you back to Meg in a second, but we'll have our next two candidates come up. It's Evan and Phil in the second round. The second round is brought to you by Bender. It's the Tinder for raging alcoholics. We're forgetting to mention our sponsors tonight. Evan and Phil, our next candidates. Once again, we've gone through the laundry list of scandals that you two have accumulated over your sorry lives.
Evan Gustin.
We'll ask you to explain one of your scandals first without apologizing. Evan, your scandal is you shaved your pubes into a swastika. And we found a text message you sent to your mother that said, "Mom, I really believe in this. It's not a joke." Go ahead, Evan, you have 60 seconds.
I was doing this pose. It was singles night. And, I really was so hopped up on meth, I can't even remember where I was at the time. But, I'll tell you, there were good people on both sides of that glory hole. All right? There were good people on both sides. And terrible people on both sides. My only, if I can express, I won't call it regret because as a politician I'm incapable of feeling that emotion. The itching was problematic.
I would imagine, yes. But of course, thank you.
He suffers for his beliefs, Trev.
I think
that's
so,
important.
yeah, and that is admirable.
Voters respond to that.
Absolutely, couldn't agree more.
All right. Well, up next we've got Phil Johnson. Woo! How embarrassing.
He looks like a Republican.
All of Phil Johnson's 50 Shades of Grey fan fiction has gone viral. And boy, it's detailed.
You know, I tried to keep that locked down, but it got out, and I know I deserve punishment for that. But I don't know if you knew this. There's have you heard of the next 25 Shades? I'm just saying that's where it gets juicy. So 50 Shades. Look, I'm not apologizing for anything. In all truth, you should be.
It's important to abuse the news media. This is a quality we watch.
It kind of comes down to you being in fault for everything.
You know, this is 50 Shades of Red Counties. What do we call that?
A bold, chilling prediction of the future. All right. Thank you, Phil Johnson.
Okay, our next round of questions, Evan. Which president, living or dead, not Barack Obama, would you bang? Follow-up question, how would it go?
Well, truth be told, I've always been a bit of a chubby chaser, so William Howard Taft is the one that I would be going for. In the tub, that was exactly the fantasy that I had laid out. He's just there filling up the entire thing like a jiggling mass of president that I just get to snuggle into like that kitten in Looney Tunes that used to curl up in the skin and get all, yeah.
That was powerful stuff. Thank you, Evan. Okay, one last question for Phil. Nick?
Boy, I can see that vividly, Evan, and I appreciate it. All right, Phil Johnson, here's your question. As it comes to you, I just looked at it, and oh boy, is it a good one. What constitutional right do you want to get rid of, and tell me why it's good for me?
So I don't understand why we are so supportive of the echidnas. Yeah, look, live mammalian birth is an American institution. Mammals who give birth with eggs are unimportant and wrong. I think you all can back me on this. The laws supporting live egg birth are incorrect. And God does not appreciate someone who identifies as a mammal, yet lays eggs.
All right. Well, there goes my scrambled egg breakfast for Phil Johnson, President, I'll tell you.
Send it to a vote.
All right, should we send it to the vote?
I think so.
I think we should. All right. Audience, ladies and gentlemen, clap your hands if you believe that Evan Galpert should be our next presidential candidate.
Yeah!
Pretty good?
Yeah!
Pretty good.
Yeah!
All right, shut up. Now, please Please give a round of applause if you believe Phil Johnson should be the next candidate. That's a close one there, Shrew.
It's very close.
I'm going to put it on you.
I think it's going to go with the hanging chads to Phil Johnson. We'll bring Meg back up for our final round. We've got the final round here. We're almost done with this, folks. Hang with us.
God.
This question is for Meg. Meg, a question for you. This question is sponsored by the People's Republic of China. Which state would you give to China and why?
Oh, they can have Texas.
Okay.
Honestly, let's be honest. Everyone except for Texas has been trying to push it off for years. They keep trying to succeed, and we keep saying, fine, go ahead. And they're like, fine, I'll go ahead. And we're like, fine, go ahead. It's like arguing with a teenager, and they slam the door and they stay there for like another 10 years. I don't get it. Honestly, I think Texas would do China a world of good, and China would do Texas a world of good. Mix up, you know, the rice and the fish with a little bit of Angus burger, and you make them walk those long cities in the cowboy boots, and that'll teach them.
Okay.
That'll teach them.
I saw her by the fish and the steak thing.
She only lost 900 electoral votes to that one. I think
But she pandered as well. She pandered to the New Mexico audience, and that's important. She really
New Mexico.
She did
rise up.
I think Texas is chlamydia, so.
I'm sorry, ma'am, you're out of time.
Yep, that's right. Up next, we've got Mr. Phil Johnson. Phil Johnson, a white male, born into privilege. Tell us how you've squandered that privilege.
So I don't know if you noticed, but I'm here with you now. And this is what I chose to do. I could be relaxing in a hot tub with people in the. I could be famous for my white privilege. I've heard that's done. You've heard that before. How come you gotta ask me these questions?
It's a coincidence. It's a random draw.
My white privilege is that I'm here, standing in front of you people, voting for me.
A surprisingly zen turn of the otherwise divisive question. Very good, Phil Johnson.
What do you mean?
I'm excited to say we're leaning into our final round here, final Jeopardy, if you will. We call it I Believe.
Yes, I believe.
We're going to give the candidates 20 seconds at the same time to write down something they truly believe in, something that's close to their hearts. Be sincere, contestants.
We'll read it aloud to the audience, and they'll guess who wrote which.
So the timer's already gone. Timer's already started.
Something you believe in, Meg.
And in the meantime, we're going to turn it over to a little bit of lawless analysis. What do you think?
Sure, yeah, Lawless, before our final vote, Lawless, who do you think?
Where is this going?
Yeah, what do you think?
Well, I mean, if you guys didn't see it, we got a girl running for the president, so give it up for the girls, man! And this guy's name is Phil Johnson, so I was like, that's fucking giving it away. So if you're me, I'm not, this is my opinion, but go for Meg.
An interesting pitch.
Good version of political analysis.
Yeah, they're still writing, so I think we should kill a little bit more time. Nick, is there something you sincerely believe in?
Oh, usual stuff, Martians, flat Earth.
Absolutely.
Let's see. There's a dog that talks to me.
Yeah,
I believe in him. Yeah. He does my dental work every so often. And I think that's it.
That's it. Okay,
All right.
your answers, candidates, and we're almost
Give
done
us
with
the
this.
answers here. Thank you, thank you.
Okay, we said we were going to read them aloud to the audience, and that's not what we're going to do. We're going to hand your answer to your opponent, and your opponent is going to read aloud what you wrote and say why it's the stupidest fucking thing they've ever heard. Meg, you can go first. This was what Phil wrote down. Why is that a stupid thing?
Dinosaurs. And he tried to draw a dinosaur, but it looks like Bunnicula. We're going to circulate it. And I think it speaks for itself, personally. that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Honestly, if Texans had made it this long without going extinct, I don't believe in dinosaurs. I think they would have survived much longer.
Going back to the Texas well.
That's right, tying it together.
Look at him.
Get the Texas
He
vote.
looks like he has one of those buckets for your hair, but in his beard.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't trust it. I don't trust it at all.
Thank you, Meg. Thank you, Meg, for your answer. Now, Phil, would you please read what your opponent wrote and tell us why it is stupid and wrong?
I believe that God took back the unicorns because she didn't think we deserved it. But there is still hope. I think that this argument has been caught flat-footed. That there is no point. She failed to hit it on the nose. That she spirals into an unimportant debate where she misses the main point. And where she comes from, there may be all rainbows and brightness.
Well, I think we're being a dead unicorn right now. What do you think, Trip?
I think we should give it up to the audience. Let this be decided and be over with. Who thinks Meg should be the next president of the United States, everybody? Okay, and who thinks Phil Johnson should be the next president of the United